I'm Caleb Sisbach. I'm from Sauk, Prairie High School, and this is my prep profile.
Caleb, multiple sport athlete, but wrestling's your big one, obviously, right? This time of year. What kind of year has this been starting? Expectations, a two-time conference champ for the team, trying to get the state. And can you describe the emotions?
The emotions here are crazy. I mean, the school is just coming up to me. They're talking about us. They can't stop talking. And it's just an overwhelming feeling of enjoyment for the sport of wrestling. And it's just surreal. I can just say it's probably been one of the best seasons I have ever had with a wrestling program, and probably one of the best seasons a senior could have. So,
well, you start out with football, into wrestling, and baseball. How do the sports complement each other for you? When you look at being a multiple sport athlete, how do you think that helps you?
With football, you start getting your aggressive going forward. You start taking it out on people, and then you get into wrestling, and then you start taking it out on other people. You know, it's kind of the tumble effect. But and then you get into baseball season, which is your more relaxing and which every season is enjoyable, but it's not as much of a contact sport. But being a catcher on the baseball team can be enduring on yourself. So
I was gonna say all three are physical.
Yeah.
Physical in nature. And what's the first sport you remember doing?
Football. I can say wrestling because I started in 3rd grade, and then with football I started in 4th grade. So I can really remember football my most because just putting on those pads for the first time just felt home for me. I mean, getting on that field was just, here we go. It's like, let's go for it. Let's get pumped up for this game. And it was just a really enjoyable time throughout my youth career and going up to high school. So.
Well, it's a sport you wish you could play. This figures hockey. Right?
Yeah.
That'd be the next. Have you ever thought of lacrosse?
I have thought about lacrosse, but then the money got in. The money was it really worth it? You know, but lacrosse would be fun too. But my hand-eye coordination can be a little bit.
Well, you like baseball, though, too.
I love
That's
baseball.
Right. It's the same. You said favorite teacher, Mr. Rawls. What does he teach?
He teaches chemistry, and I had him for regular chemistry and AP chemistry. So.
And favorite class, chemistry. So that works.
Yep.
Most memorable moment. Said that was a football game. Reedsburg.
Yeah, it was back when I was, I believe, going into my sophomore year, and starting on the varsity lineup for starting at middle linebacker, and they were the returning state champs, and we were like, I don't think it was our homecoming game, but it was pretty close. But I just remember I was just all over the field making tackles and just lighting up the field. So it was pretty memorable. And plus, well, now, of course, making it to the state tournament, that can be another memorable moment, and plus making it to team state, too. So.
Yeah, the first team to be able to do that.
Yeah,
How
in
cool
Sauk
is that?
history,
Yeah.
since the team state tournament, so it has been around since, I think, 1990, I believe.
92.
92.
Yeah.
So that was pretty sweet to be part of something in history part, so.
Said your role model, your wrestling coach, Coach
Yeah.
Smith. What kind of impact has he had on you?
He taught me most of my life morals that I have nowadays. I live by what he says and does. I mean, he's just the most powerful guy I've ever met, of like his situations he's been through, and with how he teaches kids on how being the person they are today, with being in the wrestling room, and just the confidence and being just the most humble person you can be today. So.
I understand he's a Spanish teacher.
He is a Spanish.
Have you had him as a teacher?
No, I have not had him as a teacher. I only took 2 years of Spanish, so I'm not too much bilingual, but it's not my favorite. But I like Spanish.
Enough to be dangerous.
Enough to be dangerous.
Okay.
Yeah.
It said also most inspirational teammate, Thomas Seiler.
Yes, he was a senior when I was a sophomore, and he was just a guy that would just come up and pat you on the back. He said nice job all the time. He was just very powerful and just keep working hard as a wrestler and as a person. So
kind of impacted how you treat the underclassmen?
Yes, that's how I tend to teach my kids and just keep encouraging them to keep working as hard as possible.
Yeah, Coach Smith has said he thought one of the strengths of this team was there's no divisions by class. A lot of you guys have grown up together.
Yes.
So you're friends, not opposite classes battling each other.
Because past years we've had a couple of divisions of the upperclassmen being more closer together because I don't know, because they make fun and stuff of, not make fun of, but have their own kind of group they have that they make up. But this year has just been one solid team. There's been we've gone to people's houses after tournaments and just hang out till midnight that night and just have fun and watch movies and stuff. It's more of a relaxed and flowing season, if you would say. So.
You say your favorite athlete, Ray Nitschke. That's old school. That's my generation.
Yes, I'm old school. I've seen pictures of him with his face mask indented and blood coming out of his nose and top of his nose. That's just the characteristic that I like to have. Just that image in the back of my head of just keep working, keep going, no matter what you look like. It doesn't matter if you give your effort on the field.
Middle linebacker.
And wore his number, 66 as a number. And that just gives me the power of him and his mindset of.
So it's obviously a Packers fan, and he said Reedsburg's your favorite opponent. He said favorite site to compete, Breitbach Stadium in Middleton, where Edgewood and Middleton High School play.
Yep.
Was that a playoff game you had there?
No, it was just a regular season game we had. It was a turf field. Never got to really play on a turf field before, but just the speed of it, the game on a turf field is 10 times different than on grass. So that was pretty sweet to endure a turf field for once.
So maybe somewhere down the road, get one for Sauk.
Yeah, that'd be nice, but it's quite some money for our school. So,
favorite fast food place, Culver's.
I know.
You'll be the first one in town. Do you have a favorite meal?
Probably the triple deluxe bacon cheeseburger. So I go big, somewhat, and I have my other friends. They go quadruple, sink. But
go big or go home.
Yeah.
Huh? Wow. Favorite website, trackwrestling.com.
Yeah, I love keeping updates on. I kind of think of my own weight class, and I see how they do against other people. I'm kind of strategic in that way of seeing how they did against other kids, and it's kind of fun just to see around on the tournament how other people are doing. So
nice to have that option of that information, isn't it?
Yeah, it's wonderful. So.
Involved in a few things here. Work through the church and youth coaching. Is it wrestling, baseball, or what sport?
That is baseball. It's through our summer school program. And I was assistant with another teacher with me, and we just teach them the fundamentals of baseball and have a lot of fun. If it's raining, we go play Homer Dome wiffle ball. It's where we go inside. You know how the gym goes. Right. Diagonal, and there's a red plane here, and then up top there's a white thing, and if you hit it over that, it's like hitting a grand slam or hitting a home run. So it really makes me feel good inside when I see the bright smiles on kids' faces. So,
which is why you're planning to go to Oshkosh to study elementary ed and special ed.
Yep, that's my plan. I just love seeing the smiles and the impact that I have on little kids' faces and how it makes them feel. So that's why I made that choice. And
when you look back in your time at Sauk High School, what do you think you're going to remember the most? How has this community shaped you?
This community, it's just so home feel. It's so like everybody's a part of someone. It's like you have no enemies here. It's just the impact of Sauk Prairie High School that has in me. It's just one of probably the best feelings in the world. When you you can go talk to anybody at any situation. You can, it's just a really nice place to live.
Well, congrats on a great high school career so far.
Thank you.
And enjoy the rest of your senior year.
Thank you very much.